Hey guys, here is the Bat Speed program that I'm sure you were super excited about getting, especially since it was free and came with the program. Um, Reminder again, my name is Brian Edmonds, if you don't know that to this point by now, with the Academy. Um, I just really like looking at that hat, since it came in on Sunday. It was awesome. But, anyway, let's get into the Bat Speed program. This is really good stuff. Um, you know, as you read the document, it's going to tell you basically, like, back in the day, they didn't think you can just train bat speed. Well, since then, they found out, that you can build up your bat speed through, a good program. And, I find that this program is really good. Quick little story. I went from maxing out at 92 miles per hour on my bat speed in the fall of my junior year. And then I did this program that winter. Came back like in end of March, February, and we were training on our own, testing our bat speed, and I clocked out at 104 max out. So I gained 12 miles per hour on my max outs between 2 years, or not between 2 years, but between a couple months. And the whole program, I mean, it worked. Like I was so shocked, and then my confidence level in my hitting just totally went up, knowing that number, and I'm like, you just had a different confidence level to you. And so like a little bit of warnings with this program. I mean, you do gotta dedicate yourself. Okay, the days that it's saying to do it, go and do it. You're gonna get blisters. Your arms are gonna be sore. So a few key pointers. I mean, if your batting gloves ripped, I know I ripped a couple batting gloves. Go ahead, get it taped up, especially those areas, and then go do it. I'm going to show you the bat, how to warm up for it. We should all know how to do a dynamic warm up, so definitely get your legs loose too. Make sure you get a good sweat going before you do anything. And then I'm not going to do it like your high knees, your butt kicks, your karaoke, your step overs, your lunges. Get a couple sprints in, making sure you got a good sweat going first, and then do some upper body bat warm ups as well, which I'll show before. I'm not gonna do the dynamic. Like I said, right now my ACL is a little messed up, so it's kind of hard to do some of those. And then even with this program, I may give you a couple that are full go. Probably not, just because I got a TV right in front of me, windows behind me. Not the smartest to do inside your house, so I mean, I would definitely suggest you do it outside or within a facility. So or your garage, if you got space in your garage. I know I don't got space in my garage, so I'm gonna do it right in my living room. So making sure you're warmed up properly. You're probably gonna get some forearm cramps. I know I did. So making sure we stretch out them forearms. Alright, so let's go over and look at it. I'm gonna show you exactly what you should be doing. It's down here. So go ahead and read this. It's an overload underload type program. Okay, it gives a whole bunch of explanation. This was not my doing. This was my coach. He's so into detail. It's absolutely insane. So here's the program. Virtually, here it is. Okay, and you're doing the same exact thing every single time. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly how you should be doing it. Also, do not do this program if your swing mechanics are not perfected the way that you want them to be perfected. If you're not loading properly and that still needs work, you're still trying to create your path, a consistent path, your footwork, don't do this program. Until you get that solidified, it's muscle memory, and it's good to go, then you can start this program. Because everything that you do within this program, you want to have the same swing mechanics. And we don't want to create bad habits especially when you get to the heavy bat, you can create some poor mechanics. Okay, and then with the amount of reps and the sets that they have, because as you see, as you progress, you know, some of them you go until failure, till you can't swing no more. One of them is 250 swings, 100 swings once it gets there. And of course, you can always modify this. I mean, this is not just stuck to, okay, you know, your physical strength levels. Okay, you could be 10 years old if you got good swing mechanics and you want to get into a bat speed program. Okay, you can modify the reps here. Okay, so the 20 could come down to, you know, 10 to 15. The 30 could come down to 20, and so on and so forth, and modify it to fit you. I just followed the program because I believed in it, and you know, it's tough to change something that, you know, I didn't create, and you know, I just followed it, and I mean, the results were absolutely amazing. So let me get into it now. This part is going to be shorter, and I'm just going to show you a couple reps and what kind of bats you should be using during this. Okay, so let me get this all set up. I'm going to pause it for a quick moment. Alright, I'm back. As you see, I'm getting my batting gloves on. Okay, that's the first thing. I should probably take off my watch real quick. Probably not a great idea to maybe playing with a watch on, but so I'm just going to take this off real quick. Make sure I get it out the way of my batting gloves. So I got my batting gloves on. So what we're going to do first, you can take your bat, your heavy bat. Okay, so since my ceiling's really close, okay, so now we're going to simulate, like I already went through the dynamic warm-up. I got my legs loose, I'm sweating a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to start warming up with my bat. Okay, I'm going to get down on one knee just so I don't hit my ceiling. Alright, so what you're going to do is bring your bat overhead, start doing circles. And you can do it without the donut. Okay, it's all about the wrist motion, getting the upper body loose. Okay, after you do this about 10-15 times, go the other way as well. Same thing, 10 to 15 times. Alright. Now next one, I'm going to have it out front. And just go back and forth like a windshield wiper. Okay, get those wrists, get those forearms activated. Okay, next one is kind of, we call it the fishing line, fishing hook. Okay, overhead, like you're casting a fishing line. Okay, get that full wrist motion. Get it loose, get them firing. Okay. Then the next one, take it, you're gonna do figure eights. Figure eights. Okay, and this is just a warm up. Do figure eights, get loose. Okay. Now I got all that. I'm gonna take the donut off real quick. Now I'm gonna stretch out my upper body. You can do that. You grip the cup of the bat and the knob, and you just turn it over, stretch out the shoulders. Okay, I'm mostly stretching my right, so I'm gonna have to go the other way too. Okay, now I'm stretching that. And then, I'm just gonna do some basic arm stretches here. Crossed, cross. Okay. Overhead. Make sure you stretch out your triceps too. These are fully engaged, so don't ignore them either. Okay. Same thing. And the last one you're going to do, I mean, each one you want to hold for about 20 seconds. I typically go to 30. Just get a little bit more of a stretch in. So last one you're going to do both forearms. Alright. And forearms. Oh, and I forgot one too. So do each one of those for 20 seconds. Last one, you're going to spread your feet. Bend down, because you're going to stretch your back a little bit. Okay? This is where you do the figure eights. Okay? Go back and forth too. You can do it without the figure eight as well. Okay. Now we're all loose. The very first one, you're going to use a broomstick. So you can literally use a broomstick. My dad got one of these for a little training back in the day called a thunder stick. I'm sure they still sell these. I think it was made by Easton. Can't really see, it's kind of faded. I believe it was Easton. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to be in your stance. Okay, I was roughly right about here. This was me. Okay, sometimes I'd be wide, sometimes short. It all depended on how I was feeling. Okay, so get in your stance. Okay, you're gonna get your hands ready. Like I said, you gotta make sure that your mechanics are 100% before you move into this program. All right. I like to have my hands back. I never really took them back. Okay, and as you're gonna see in the starter pack, when you stride, okay, your hands go back naturally. All right, so I just keep them back right here, same position, and then I'm gonna take my swing. Okay, all the way through, boom, and finish. I want to make sure I'm finishing with 2 hands, because now what you're gonna do, because you're doing 20 reps. You're doing them as fast as possible. Okay, now you're going to whip it like that figure eight. And then you're going to stride, boom, go through, stride, boom, boom. And I can't really do much with my knee right now, so I'm not going to go 100%. I might give you about 2 right now. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I don't fall. Please don't laugh at me. Okay, a little bit of compassion here, okay? I'm just playing. If you want to laugh, go ahead. I don't really care. So, what you want to do? You're going to stride. Whip. 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 Okay. Then once you complete your 20, you're going to move on. Next one, the fungo equivalates out. Okay, grab a fungo, grab a coaching fungo, or something similar. Okay, maybe even drop 7, drop 8, drop 10 back. Okay, you're gonna do the same thing. Okay, now say I completed 20. Now you go onto your regular bat. Same thing. Okay. So here, stride. Okay. And the whole key is the explosion here. Yeah, we want to whip back, but make sure you get in a good position first before you go off the next swing. Okay. The next one, if you have something heavier and you want to use it, go ahead. Typically, I use a donut. This donut, I would not suggest because it's not as heavy. I would suggest those big white clay ones that you see the MLB guys using. Maybe a can bat if you have one. You can definitely use those. Okay. I would definitely suggest something a little bit heavier that will create a little bit more top end. Okay, a little bit more top end weight. And you're gonna do the same thing. Okay, swing is staying exactly the same. Boom. Okay, and the biggest thing is that you should recognize is between all the bats, my swing didn't change. I may have changed my patch just to simulate maybe there's a lower pitch or keeping it all on the same plane. Okay, you can keep it on the same plane, it doesn't really matter. Okay, whether you change points or not, keep your mechanics the same. Okay, fire back, whip it back, get here. And if you feel a little bit out of sync, stop, get yourself reset, boom, and then fire it off as fast as possible. Whip it back, get set, boom, fire, okay, until you hit 20 on all of them. Some of them are till failure, some of them are 30, some of them are multiple sets. Follow that program and sets. I mean, like I said, you can modify the repetitions based off of, you know, your physical level right then and there. Okay, we don't want to have bad quality reps, so do what you can and build yourself up first. Okay, so that concludes that speed. Sorry if you didn't hear all that. I mean, with taking my batting gloves off, but I am finished with the program, showing you the program, and definitely get after it. This is a great program, but make sure you're ready before you do it. Okay, and we will see you guys all in the next video you decide to view. Make sure you're going in order. Okay, all right.